Banshee's vaulted. So is Venka. Probably one of my favorite things is by doing Trace Farm, we feel super lucky whenever we get a rare. Like that Wisp BP. Like, what is that doing there? That's great value. And we're just doing a Trace Farm. Like, I'm not here for that. I'm here for the traces. So it feels good. It feels extra spicy lucky. Winter chicken, dinner chicken. Big chicken dinner vibes.
Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You're near a fissure. Use that reactant to open a relic. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
Okay, let's go.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Success. The captive is safely...
Gotta go fast.
Congratulations, Tenno.
We are gonna have to do Ventkid. We already did Conclave a little bit today. Ventkid we have to get out of the way. Oh, we really don't have very many things to level, and I'm fairly certain we have collected all of the frames and all of the weapons in the game, and all of the other items that can give mastery rank besides the Tech Rock Coda weapons. So the Nemesis adversary is going to take a lot of our focus and our time and energy, and we'll probably be doing live hard cell farm on YouTube with a huge bump in quality because we do stream 20k bitrate, 1440p, 60 fps on YouTube. So that'll be fun. Making a thumbnail for that would be interesting.
This is not possible. Your Tenno powers are useless.
My Warframe is strong.
Oh, it's just you. Never mind.
Forma Cedo Prime. Exactly what I'm talking about. Look at his value. Look at his value, though. It's a trace form. What is happening? Back-to-back rare drops? Yes. Easy. So now we're full, so we don't have to post for this anymore. We can keep posting our god rolls and just spamming. Let's continue where we were. So we got about maybe 45 minutes or so left in this. It just depends on how everybody, wants to go. I'm happy to go for a long period of time for this, but I also don't mind just doing an hour of it. Being consistent is more important. If I can trace farm each session, that'd be good. Nice and easy. Fasting today, so once we're done with our coffee, we need to get some water with lemon. Feeling a bit lethargic after eating a bunch of junk food. Serves me right. Serves me right.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? You're near a fissure. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. The enemies are dropping reactant. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Ketchup mustard? We are out of ketchup mustard. We're also out of hot dogs, so it probably doesn't matter. Probably.
Many things have been taken from us, it's true. But fortune favors the bold, and there ain't none so bold as people with nothing to lose.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Zaku, I think I have to take this. Orthos is just ducats. Zaku, I don't know what price point that goes for.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenor.
41 traces. Them's a lot of traces. Them's a lot of traces. Spam through this as much as we can. I think this mission has like 30 minutes left in it, so squeeze as much as we can from it. Forma, always Forma. We need a minimum of 65 Forma to account for the Tekrot MR requirements. We will eventually collect all of the Coda weapons. It's a shame I can't get those contracts now. That would radically change the prices I have on my god rolls.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
Okay, ready to blast these machines into spare parts?
Ooh! Void Fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open your void relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. Target located. Bring them in. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done. Heavy robotics signature detected. Lock and load.
Zoom in.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
I'm going the wrong way.
Violence solves nothing. Violence solves nothing. Violence solves nothing. Star in the pop-up target community. Everyone meet Dennis. I spy with my little eye.
Oh yeah. At the time that I crafted the look for my operator, not a single person I saw, and I saw like hundreds of different operator fashions, had a more unique look than mine. But there's gotta be at least like 10 times the amount of options available now for the operator. Will I ever change the look of my operator? No.
I am pleased with
Have
your
I done
performance?
fashion on my drifter? No. Have I done fashion on really anything besides Mesa? No. Ah, delayed gratification. I hope I don't want too many Tennogen skins. Tennogen can get expensive. I don't know how many Tennogen I have, but I don't have that many. Maybe 10 or so. But like, cash conversion in the game doesn't... I don't like that. If I can avoid it. Like, I like playing the game in a way that micromanages plat so that I just have the plat as opposed to spending on the game. It makes it more challenging and interesting and fun. It also creates like a funnel for my skill in trading. The colors. I need all the colors. All the color palettes.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. The enemies are dropping reactant. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Speaking of Mesa,
Stay focused.
maybe we do
There's a
Ranio
unit
crystals
approaching.
after this? We're gonna be bouncing around with other games. Yes. We got about 6 hours left in the stream, so I do believe we can dedicate at least 4 hours to Warframe and then start bouncing around, but we'll see how it goes. Depends on how productive I can be in Warframe.
Hey, should we check that out?
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
If you're not first, you're last, Ricky Bobby. Ooh. I guess. Shade is ducats. Velux, I don't know. Burston is better than it used to be because of its Incarnon.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
47 traces. Hungry, hungry, that is me. We are fasting. We can eat tomorrow. Why do I do this though? Food is junk food is delicious, actually.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. You're near a fissure. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open your void weapon. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Heavy unit
The captain has been
approaching.
escorted to the extraction point. Well
In
done.
the sky or what?
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. We've got robots inbound.
Robots. The shard system really makes me sick, actually. Where? I very rarely submit tickets in this game. But if I would, like, be able to ask in a Q&A setting, like, what will it take for the developers to find it meaningful to develop resources towards making a legendary shard system? Like, how much pay to win do I have to pay in order to win and not have to farm shards and just have the flexibility across all frames to swap them out effortlessly after a incredibly large grind plus plat, like, investment? Because, like, I'm just not. Like, being a slave to farming shards every week is trash. Like, I don't ever want to ever have to do that. Ever. Ever. Never. But if you give me, like, a 2-month time gate of something plus, like, 4K plat, I'll do it. Like, give me that. So, like, I don't ever dev stream. I don't ever really forum. But if I could, that would be the one thing that I care about. Shards. The hell do you mean? GG, we lost one, so we go back to posting 3 to 4. Doesn't matter, we can do these solo. It's just nice to have people. Yeah. Give me a ridiculous grind so that I have the flexibility and I don't have to spend resources to take them out and put them back in and be like having to pick and choose and make that like a rare resource. I want it to be flexible. If I'm willing to grind, if I'm willing to pay, what is it that like the devs can give me so that the QOL that I can have is going to be high? Like, time getting me for a week and having me be like super active in the game doesn't really make as much sense because they're just going to be more frames released and it's like a never-ending grind on top of a never-ending grind. I want the grind for shards to have an end to it.
Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
Should probably go back and get these traces just to be safe.
Target has vital information
So we're gonna do that.
we'll need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno. Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
Missing 1 or 2 is fine. Missing 4 is kind of wild. There's way more over here, actually.
Eat it, sucker!
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Can we not get through here? Yeah, we can. I'm happy where there's build is at, since it's like really quite a powerful build for Duviri, Steel Path. But it definitely can be improved. And I feel it when I run and people are like way ahead of me. It's because my Volt doesn't even have 200 power. It's like 198
Another job well executed.
on the discharge. But 99, is that right? 99, it's 188, 189, 189 on the discharge, but 99 on the speed. We keep posting, see if we can get a 4th. 4 mile. Vob on Prime BP. That's wild. Good luck there. I wonder how much that's worth. I think the expensive parts for Vauban are the systems. Could be lucky. So we lost this player. Let's close that.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
That's chickens, buddy.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
Tennis, anyone?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done. Looks like heavy activity ahead. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
A few calories.
Is this the right way? No way. This way. We should simply make a different build for doing these than having just the one build for Deviri, but
No hard feelings, bad guy.
I'm not too concerned about min-maxing builds. More on a grind towards L5, but the other thing is, same thing with fashion. If I start to piece together fashion, it starts to put together time that's being wasted, spent not grinding towards L5. And that's not a good habit. I'd rather delay as much of the gratification as possible. Speaking of which, we have to do Vent Kid standing today. At least one race.
Great work.
We're missing
I'm pleased with your performance.
2... I don't even know what they're called. K-drives? In order to get MR as well. Oh, we gotta keep posting. I wonder if we'll fill again. Vauban Neuroptics. These are pricey things. I wonder if we'll get it. Dinner chicken, winner dinner. Dinner winner chicken.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target. Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. The enemies are dropping reactant.
Silence solves nothing.
Ah, we're lost.
Silence solves nothing.
How did we get lost? How do we get this lost,
Stay
though?
focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Heavy
You
unit.
found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
I am
The
just
capture
super
target has
lost
vital
here.
information that we will
There we
need
go.
to extract. We need our subject brought back alive.
Too much multitasking can definitely get me turned around. And when you're the leader of the pack, and not, I don't mean me like the host, but like when you're ahead, you can see the red indicators a lot better than when super behind. Mission accomplished. Just need to get my 10 traces, or 10 reactant, and then we have our traces. Oh, rad. Backwards we go.
Collected enough reactant to open your relic.
Are we going the right way? Doesn't look like it. Down here. Alright, cool.
My Warframe is strong.
Zephyr is vaulted, but I really want these Forma. Man, why do we have to have 11 of these? Oh well. I wonder how much time we have left on the capture mission.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
47 traces. The more traces we have, the more we can just spam red shares and continue to not pay attention to what the red is for. Just doing red shares for value is pretty good habit. Let's keep going. Vauban Prime Neuroptics. Can continue to post this on cooldown. Counter-Strike 2 has 3 new maps. That's interesting.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Okay, ready to blast these machines into spare parts?
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to
We're too
crack
slow
open
to
a
be
relic.
using our discharge. So we just make sure that everybody has the
Use reactant to
shock
open relics.
augment
You found a
from
target.
speed. I think it's called
Capture them
Shock
quickly
Trooper, I'm
before
not
they
sure.
escape. Use that reactant to open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done. Walkers incoming. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Heavy unit.
Violence solves nothing. Violence solves nothing. Violence solves nothing. Yonder!
You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
Speedy time! Orthos is just ducats. We avoid Orthos. So there's 3 items that I paid for to get ducats. One was Shade Prime, the other was Orthos, and then Sylvan
Another
Prime,
job
I
well
believe.
executed.
Pretty sure. Orthos being the weakest in terms of plat for ducat conversion, but I once spent, recently, I guess like within 6 months, 1,000 platinum on just getting ducats. I can't be bothered to move things around, and I always work towards the threshold of 12, and so if I have a surplus I can trade it out, but I don't like to break apart sets in order to get ducats. It's such an inconvenience for me. It's way better, well, it's more efficient if plat is quote-unquote easy for a player to get. It's far more convenient to farm prime or ribbons and get that plat than it is to like convert ducats. Because invariably you're going to lose a lot of platinum and value by making subpar trades and conversion for prime parts to ducats. So just optimize it. Pay like 10 plat each set. So efficient though. I'm still sitting on a lot of ducats, but
You are
almost
here
every
to
time borrow
find the
comes I run
target
out.
and bring them to the
I run out
extraction
of,
point.
not run out,
Happy
sorry.
hunting.
There's always something to buy. Every
They'll
time
have
borrow
plenty to
comes,
buy.
I can always buy
Orcas
something.
never fight for themselves.
And so at that rate, eventually
Watch
I'll run
out.
out,
I'm
probably
detecting
maybe
void fissures
by
nearby.
winter
Do you
or
have a
so.
matching relic? You found found a
I wonder if
fissure.
we'll ever get enough plat to throw at the ducats again.
Collect reactant to
Maybe
open
yes,
your
maybe no.
relic. Be aware. Only
The cool thing about
corrupted
Borrow though is like, there's no more MR from Borrow. It's just all fashion stuff.
keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
But the awkward thing is, even if I don't like the fashion, if it's a like a fashion item that I don't have for a frame, or like a weapon, then I tend to get it. Just like to have the option. The luxury of choice.
Nobody said hello.
Well done, Tenno.
Can we go up here? Am I going the wrong way? There we go. Whoa. What? What?
Got this chicken,
What?
buddy.
Okay. Feel lost. Are we going the right way? Totally going the wrong way.
Stay focused.
What was
There's
the
a
right
heavy
way
unit
here?
approaching.
Up here? Oh, there we go. Yo, I'm so lost. What? Why is this happening to me? Is it above or below? Oh, I'd never seen this before. Okay.
So,
Guandao, I guess. Oh, you're watching? What's up, Moshi-san? How you doing, bruh?
Another job well executed.
So it's been about 50 minutes total for Ratchair and Traces. I don't know how much longer the group wants to go. I'm happy to go for another hour even, because I get a lot of value out of doing this. I get a lot of traces, I have a lot of vaulted stuff, and it's cool to make them rad. But yeah, it just depends on how long everybody wants to go. How many traces? We'll have to take a look. I'm guessing we have somewhere around 800 traces, maybe more? Maybe more. It's easy to lose track of time doing these.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
another one bites the dust?
You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. Use that reactant to open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. Target located. Bring them in. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Success. The captive is safely.
I am feeling very hungry.
Congratulations, Tenno.
But we're also not going to be eating today. We are fasting. We've been eating too much junk.
Lock and load.
Guys! You could be doing so much more with your lives. Kinda. Looky, I got a cookie.
Well done.
The only time my build doesn't feel like scuffed is when I crack the relic and we get the ability strength. I'm like the slowest volt in the game. 99%. How is that even possible? Is it 99% power strength? How am I achieving that? It's a special number. It's not been easy to keep up with the demand to release one video every day to YouTube. Like, it's a problem. But it's a unique problem in that, like, I have to catch up to making thumbnails, and sometimes I just skip them entirely. But the ideal is, for every single game that I play, which there's many, I have a thumbnail template that accommodates that series or that game. And then from there we just need like slight edits to make the thumbnails, you know, look consistently good. So that's been kind of an interesting development. Like getting it started and having the thumbnails.
Great work.
Because I designed the thumbnails myself, you know, crafted. After a certain point, it just kind of continues itself. So that's interesting. It's kind of been an interesting thing. As challenging as it is, it's been very fun. It's been very fun, actually. And considering I don't pay attention to metrics very much, oops. Let's see, does everyone have Steel Path? I hate to do Steel Path in general because it kicks people out, and we don't want to be kicking anybody out if we can avoid it. And if Steel Path is cool, then we can move on to Steel Path. And what does it look like here? Maybe Sabotage? I'm not sure. I think these will be faster, but we can try it. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Steel Path Sabotage shouldn't be too difficult, and my build is actually quite set up for it. My build is 99% power strength, but 190 something power strength on the discharge, and it gives over shields, and then we have Shock Trooper, I think it was called. And so, yeah, it's very convenient to manage, like, Duviri circuit. But in terms of parsing, like, lower level fissures, it doesn't really excel. If we can handle spamming these, everybody seems to be an overachiever, so if everybody can just kill everything, and, yeah, I think we'll be good. Sabotage is not seemingly very fast, but, maybe we can make it fast.
Your target is the reactor. The reactor will have tight security.
There's no good options for Lith either at the moment, so...
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them, and you are barren.
Void Fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Use that reactant to open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
I'm lost. It's above us. Some people care about the steel essence. I don't.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is open.
For me, it doesn't really matter, because, like, okay, here's the thing. The average is probably faster for exterminate or capture, and it's not close, right? But realistically, I care more about variety than I do about, like, super fast clears. But that's not always the case, but variety matters. This felt faster than the capture that we've been doing. What a sabotage that is. Like, some sabotage missions can be like very yeah, time consuming. Like the one where you have to put the cell in to like destroy the ship or whatever. It's ridiculous. Motherfucking cancer. I'll never forget, I had this viewer. They were quite the gentleman, but they chastised me for cursing. I was like, bruh, my stream is for mature audiences. Sometimes I'm gonna curse. And I like it. It's like salt and pepper. You gotta sprinkle it in every now and then. but using it all the time, it just it starts to dull its impact. I used to curse all the time. All the time. Like every sentence. Like it was commas and punctuation. Like it was commas and periods for me. Now it's a very sparse. Like paprika. Let's set this up again. Comma. How many traces you'll need? I don't care how many traces we go for. I can always use them. They're always useful. We have 982 traces, so we can get 800 more. But V4, I think we can just spam a bunch of these. These are worth about 50 plat right now, so I don't mind converting them all. Right on. Skills. We have a lot of things to do in Warframe. Hexcap, Heart Cells, Samaris, Deviri, Deimos, Holdfast, Verania. Wow. Thanks, but only selling. Prior to Spectres of the Rail, the economy for ribbons wouldn't normalize beyond the factors of players flipping them. Like, they would always be priced very high. It looks like players are losing the ability to flip at the 1.5k price range on the oversaturated ribbons like Torrid. But I do presume that players like myself who really fall in love with a certain weapon like the Stug. The Stug is garbage, by the way. Shoutouts to Matt for rolling and you're following me down the rabbit hole of Stug min-maxing. Because if there was such thing as a god tier Stug ribbon, I was a returning veteran, and it was like my jam, which it definitely is. I love that weapon. I wouldn't mind spending 5k on it just so that I don't have to like try to track it down. But like, who the hell has a quote-unquote godlike Stug ribbon? Because the Stug doesn't like accept or bow down to the standard, which is CCCD multi. And with that in play, like, I think it's better to deal in the niche ribbons than it is to deal in the god ribbons. It seems to be the way to go anyway. Let's just keep up with everybody else for now.
One more for Amir.
Ribbons. I've always disliked ribbons for trading. That's why I am out of Prime. Well, technically, like, I have 40 sets that have multiples ready to sell as long as I fulfill one part. But isn't that always the case? Always the case.
Core and destroy it. destroyed. Proceed to the extraction point.
I'm hungry. You know what I'm craving? PF Chang's has this like cabbage wrap thing. I haven't had it in ages. Like, like when I'm fasting, I get so hungry though. It's ridiculous. I can smell it. And that sauce, it's like a peanut sesame soy sauce. It looks like peanut butter, really. Anyway, we can talk about food way too much. Oh, I don't know. Which one do we take here? I don't know. Rip. Yo, which one's worth more? I can't look it up right now. Okay, I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, let's find this out real quick. Exceltra Prime Prime Barrel. It's cheap. Damn. Barrel? Okay. Goss Prime Systems. Slightly more expensive.